Yo, what's up? How many people were here? This is like 4 minutes notice. Which, of course, my boy. Eustace. Kuma? Hey, Kuma, what's up? Change your avatar, I noticed. Brandon the boy. When the vid's coming out, dude, that is partially why I did this stream, man. I just recorded the intro to a video I was making about Zoru and Kiku. Zoro. I kept saying Zoru, and Kiku. And like, I just didn't have any motivation to just like actually go into it. So I needed to motivate myself by coming to talk to the people that the video would be going to. So you guys. So that's why I'm streaming. So yeah, what's up, Key? What's up, Bootstrap? Romper, you actually made the stream. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like one of those things. You ever had like a word that you've said so many times, but it just like randomly comes out weird? That was it for me. What's up, George? How's everyone doing? Yo, what's up, Oscar? Oh, man. The community is so irritating with Wano right now. How so for you, Witch? In what way is it irritating for you? Will I ever do videos on Brandon Sanderson books? Probably not. Yo, what's up, Silvers? How you doing? How's Florida's weather treating you? It's not that bad. Just like everything, you have to get used to it. I dislike the stream or whatever like that. No, dude. It's not Ty. I have created, due to my negativity, a minute legion of people who do not like me, which is fine by me. Playing Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man for the PC, Silvers? At all? If it was for the PC, I'd consider getting it whenever I have money. But I'm not going to buy a console just to play it. How's Driss today? Oh, man. I don't know. I'm feeling weird today, Baked. Because I need to find a job soon, but like I'm trying to find a job that isn't necessarily shit. It would feel like a moral, just like me morally beating me to like pick up the crappiest job I could find, but I think that's what I have to do. Been dying of heat lately. That sucks, Oscar. Aren't we on break? Yes, we are on break, Aqua. Also, I haven't seen you in the stream, Aqua. Welcome to the stream. When somebody gets irritated without seeing the full product, he or she is a moron. I actually disagree with that. I don't think that's a fair critique of someone. Yo, what's up, WoW? What do I think about One Piece YouTubers who make videos on characters' future bounties? I find that absolutely reprehensible. Honestly, I don't care who it is. I hate that. They're always wrong and it's always shit. It's just something used to get views. That's about it. Because it's so stupid. Like, the only way I don't mind talking about that is if you're in a stream with someone and you've talked about so many things already that it's just another topic that comes up. Let's see, which says, I go on Twitter and about 70% of the people I see talking about One Piece and Wano, and their intellectual critique of Wano is trash, and that's about as far as it ever goes. Are you talking about Dustin Witch? What's up, Axel? Man, break weeks are actually rough. I suppose so. As for me, you guys know me, I never really minded them. Doctor says, what's up, Drip? What's up, Doctor? Do you think you will hate Wano more than Hokugan while we're on the topic? It depends on how it's written. Now, people probably forget how I was throughout most of Hokugan, but alongside Joy Boy, I was probably the #1 YouTube apologist for Oda for the first half of the entire arc until after, right around the beginning of the Katakuri fight is whenever I started to tilt downwards. For right now, Wano's is kind of whatever for me. Like, I don't like it or hate it. It's just kind of whatever. There's nothing great happening right now. I don't really care about anyone yet. But that doesn't mean I hate the arc. I'm just waiting for things to happen at the moment. If Wano has the same style of writing as Whole Cake Island, then I will undoubtedly hate it more, because it would be like getting 2 Whole Cake Islands in a row, and that could potentially make me just not want to go on. What's up, Drits? What used to get views? Oh, what's used to get views is bounty videos. The top 10 bounties in the series, or Luffy's bounty after Wano, and has like the thumbnail usually has a picture of like 5 billion on it or something.
You don't know about real loss, because it only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself.
Hey, Drits, you like pizza? And wow, everybody. Hey, Young. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I do. I love pizza. My favorite toppings on pizza is mushrooms, first and foremost. Mushrooms, and usually like some grilled chicken on top. I like that. Do I think Bomb has much more room for character growth? Yeah, I do think so. I thought he was going to get it in some of the recent chapters, but it's just like he's staying the same. Well, he progressed a little bit, but like I was waiting for him to do an action instead of just keep giving Rachel chances. What's up, Marks? Yo, what's up, Cody? Dude, Dritz, you remember a few weeks ago you gave me some dating tips? Well, she's still around, so you're the One Piece dating guru as well as the cynical theorist. Thanks. Hey, that's what I'm sure that has nothing to do with me, and that's all you, Cody. So don't thank me for something that you had control over. That's all you, man. But I think Wano is going for 2 years at the least. At the least 2 years. Why not get a time skip Nami poster? Well, that poster, well, I think I do. One right there. That's a post time skip. But that was a gift from my brother, the scroll. So people who use trash word about One Piece, do they really know the meaning of the trash, or they just use it out of frustration? Maybe, I don't know, I think it might be a little bit of both, Akash, because whenever people use the word trash, and this is something that I think a lot of people have to understand, is that they're not using the literal definition of the word trash. That's just kind of like a placeholder for how they're feeling. When people say something is trash, they don't actually mean it's trash. Like, especially Dustin. Dustin uses the word trash, and a lot of people have started using the word trash just to describe things that they aren't happy with. That doesn't mean they think it's the most horrible thing they could have ever witnessed in their life. It's just they aren't happy with it. It's kind of like people started calling people fags, even though its actual definition isn't what it meant. It's kind of like that, how words change definitions over a period of time. Headcanon for upcoming arc in Tower of God. Hopefully some people die. I want to see some bomb grow definitively instead of just... Actually, you know what? I want to see Andrasi. I want someone with Andrasi to be definitive. Doctor says, I do remember you didn't used to be negative about Whole Cake Island, even around 880. I didn't notice negativity before this year. Yeah, because it honestly, it wasn't there for the most part. But now that I've been negative for about 5 months, 6, 7, 8 months, or maybe it wasn't even as long as that. Maybe like 6 months. That has superseded all of my positivity that I had for the arc. Whole Cake Island was fine. It was the ending that really fell apart for me. For me, it's the entire arc that fell apart for me. I do not like a single part of Whole Cake Island in retrospective. I think it's all awful. What are the things I want to happen in Wano? I don't know. I'm not particularly picky about what I want to happen in Wano, to be honest. There isn't like anything I could point out and be like, hey, this has to happen. Things that I would like to occur, it's like, I don't know. It'd be cool if someone died. Obviously, you guys know I'm kind of a sucker for that. I would obviously like the other strats not named Luffy to do something. That would be great. I would like for them to have a bigger role in the arc than Luffy, but that's impossible. So that's just kind of me just wanting the Straw Hats to be more a part of the crew because it doesn't really feel like they are. I want Chopper to do something. Expecting some Chopper goodness at some point in time. Whoops, my pen. These are 2 answers that I want in Wano. It doesn't matter what the answer is, but as long as I know the answer, I can move on from it. Whether or not the supernovas are even important to Luffy's journey to becoming the Pirate King, that would be nice to know. So that people can let go of them being portrayed to be Luffy's rivals, and then they just completely fall out of whack and they just all support Luffy. Or if someone actually stands up to Luffy and becomes a definitive rival, I would like to see the solution to that, whatever it is. It's whatever. And what was the other thing? I want to finally find a use for Conqueror's Haki for the first time in the series, because for me, I've said this before, I hate the ability. I feel like it's absolute trash. And that's me using the word trash. I definitively dislike Conqueror's Haki. Yo, you've been sub for a long time, newbie. Thanks for staying on board. Can't get Bomb character on when he basically lacks character. At least Bomb has more character than Luffy. Like One Piece read Boruto. I read the first six chapters of Boruto. It was some of the worst stuff I've ever read in my life. Have I read the Dojin with Perono and Kumashi? Yeah, I have, actually. It was awful. What up, Stache? What's up, Pinguino? Hey, Dritz, what is my headcanon about a new form for Luffy? I mean, the only thing that I can even imagine being a new form for Luffy would be Gear 5th, and I don't even know if I have a headcanon for Gear 5th. Like, there's so many meta ideas, I don't necessarily have one that I consider my own. Reflection of your glasses is hurting my eyes. How about this? Oh, God damn it, let me get the... This helping any bit? Hopefully that helps. Cody says, Dritz dude, I actually enjoyed the latest anime episode's portrayal of Luffy vs. Katakuri fight. Surprising, I know, but I have hope that it will end up being possibly a great fight. Still long though. Yeah, for me, like, this is my mindset as far as the anime is concerned. Anything in the anime that, like, people are saying, like, it can finally make this good, that just proves to me how horrible the canon material is in reference to that. That the anime has to go through such lengths to try and make people like it. For me, that just makes me... What score would I give Whole Cake Island? Probably about a 5 or a 6. It used to be a 7. Like I said, it was like a 7 was my okay marker. But that's changed after looking back through the arc and analyzing all of its themes. It's a mess from beginning to end. Thanks, Showbilly. Do I believe the name Longi is an appropriate representation of Sanji? I actually do. Because that is basically how Oda treats him. Which is, wow, you really did flip on Hokugan. I'm gonna have to give it a reread. I figured I'd like it more the second time because the pacing at the end, coupled with breaks and weak waits, hurt it for me. That's what I thought recently. But like, over months of talking, reading posts, and then rereading the arc, there are so many minute things that are just, I can't stand for them. Want to see if you keep that sword? So do I, but as I've said in my chapter reviews, but highly unlikely. Is that 20 buckaroos? Shillbilly with a $20 donation. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hey, Dritz? Question mark? Hey, Shillbilly. Also, I think CC Clown will be something about... Wait, CC. But whether as time goes on, as it gets stronger, here's some money for your new home and keep the videos coming. Yo! Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated.
Which path will you choose?
Wow! Golden legendary!
What do I think about Cole's neck? Top tier. Let's see, Dritz, you won't agree, but Hook Island has been done better in the anime. The animation for Luffy's card has been great. No, I totally believe that. That just makes me hate it more. Vikas, what's up, Vikas? He says, supernovas are not important if you ask me. The only one I think should be Bonnie and Law because of the OP. Getting every supernova in Wano is pretty much Oda making use of them and ending it. The only one that I think would be important is Kid. The rest of them are just kind of there. Read Jujutsu Kaisen. I've seen Laz repping that on Twitter. What's it about? Yo, what's up, Alex? I moved in general. I'm in Florida now. Do I believe in Gear 4th full version? What's that, Doctor? He says, Dritz, dude, I heard that Shanks uses every type of Hawk at max level, so that would mean there is a cap to it. No, that's completely false. Wherever you read that from, they misinterpreted and mistranslated that from the Viva cards. That is nowhere in the Viva cards. So that is misinformation. Almost everything, about half of the things from Braga's stream was false. One Piece has basically become 10 times harder to make theories for since the Reverie, in my opinion. I don't think so, to be honest. If you really wanted to, you can make as many theories as you want to, but there's a difference between making theories and then making theories that are good. It's harder to make good theories, and all theories can be made. What are my thoughts on the data book, assuming you've read it already? Mostly just gibberish. A lot of it, as far as I can tell, and I've read all of it, is information that we already knew and just miscellaneous information like what kind of food do people like. It's mostly redundant. There's only about 1 to 3 articles of information that really matter in it. But it's just nice to have. It's kind of like a thing that I find that casual people would enjoy because it's kind of like, oh, the more you know. It's kind of miscellaneous information that some people would like. What's up, Seneto? It says, Dritz, dude, not sure if you have mentioned this, but if Nami is your favorite Straw Hat, who do you like the least, or who do you feel is the worst written so far? My favorite Straw Hats, in order, it's usually Luffy at the top, and then Nami second, and then Zoro third. But my least favorite Straw Hats are also my least favorite characters in the entire series, and that would be Brook as the worst, and then Sanji. Isn't the anime supposed to make most manga better? Yes, it is, but that only goes so far to say is that it's actually being animated. Like, the amount of links that Hohek Island has to go to for the anime to make people actually enjoy it, making up scenes that didn't happen just to make characters look cool, is almost obscene to me. And there are lots of little details that are added in there to add emotion to the scene that Oda couldn't and didn't have the foresight to think it was necessary in the canon material, to which it was 100% necessary. To me, that makes the anime better, but it makes the manga that much worse, writing-wise. Oh, my King's Hockey, what was it? Oh, King's Hockey was something about weather. Oh, okay. Maybe, I don't know. As long as it does something. What's my next One Piece rant video going to be on? Probably the SPS. Is Snickers thick neck level? No, Snickers is skinny. Will I unlist this video? It will be on unlisted. It won't be uploaded publicly, but I'll have it unlisted, most likely, unless I decide to delete it for some reason. What do I think about the monkey god theories? I feel like they miss critical parts of the entire idea behind monkey god, because the entire monkey god idea is inherent to the Sun Wukong mythology. But one of the errors to this is that it completely ignores that half of the mythology and foreshadowing to Sun Wukong is held within Nami's character, not Luffy's. I've never really seen any of them account for this fact. Just reread last chapter's translation. Zoro makes it seem like Kiku's putting up a front. Yes, I did see that. Will I stream more on Twitch? If I play video games more, I will stream more on Twitch, but I haven't really been playing that much lately. But he says, does it frustrate you that Luffy has put zero effort into training Gear 4th or experimenting with it since the time skip after the close call of Dofi? I would have put all my spare time into stamina. It irritates me to the same degree that Oda's writing irritates me in the long run. You were expecting a stronger stash? I actually can't really grow much of a stash. I just can't grow the middle. How do people think Zoro is more powerful than Luffy? I love Zoro, but Luffy is top dog. That's because of blatant, they're just seeing Marimo in front of their eyes. That is honestly the only explanation. People cling on to the first 2 arcs of the entire series and then have it stand for the rest of the series, and they'll stay beside that because they love Zoro that much. How long has Sanji been one of my least favorite characters in the series? I've never once liked Sanji as a character, even before I started reading the manga. Whenever I started watching the anime, I always didn't like Sanji. I never hated him to this degree until I started to dig deeper into the story, read the manga, and then analyze things. So I would say I didn't hate him until I started reading the manga. You gave a full... Okay, I'm gonna go check it out. Since Luffy specifically names every Gear 4th form, it could make sense if you had a full version where you can use all the different forms together. I think people would probably just call that Gear 5th though, Doctor. As far as I can tell, that's the standard headcanon for Gear 5th. It's just complete mastery. Was this poor music, bro? It's just chill music, Altair. If you can make money being a YouTuber for a living, would you want to do that or not? Yeah, I would actually. I would. That would be great, to be honest. I want you to go on a rant with this soothing, calming elevator music playing. I probably won't go on a rant during this stream, as far as I can tell. I've been on because of health reasons. I have to have my spine cut on the next year, or I will be in a wheelchair. I live in pain, but also losing feeling in legs. Shillbilly. Oh my god, man. What happened, dude? That's awful. Yo, best prayers your way, man. I'm sure you'll be fine. What caused this to start happening, man? How would I describe having a mustache? You don't care about it, but other people do. Is base form basically all the forms? Base form in terms of Luffy when people are talking means everything not gear fourth. Essentially. Want you to get a Snake Man figure, but there aren't really any good ones. Yeah, it might be a little bit before that happens. Phil says, why do you hate Brook? He's one of the best characters in my opinion. Great backstory, he's funny, and will have one of those beautiful panels at the end. I dislike Brook for a plethora of reasons. I've gone into this before. The TLDR of this is basically the only good thing about Brook in the entirety of the series is his introduction arc, and everything after that makes his character a complete joke. When are you gonna have another Discord stream, Dritz? I'm ready for round 2. Oh, I'm sure you are, Which. I'll tell you this, does anyone feel like me? The more I got into the manga, the more I stopped having interest on One Piece anime. It's like they can't execute it well in the anime. Yeah, I feel like a majority of people who read the manga feel like you, Altair. That I've seen. Yo, what's up, Papa? How you doing? Does people think you hate One Piece now? Can you name one thing you've enjoyed in the manga recently? Tama. Luffy's buffness in the recent chapter. Luffy meeting Zoro again. That was something I really liked on. Do you guys know how I feel about reunion scenes? I genuinely think they're pretty good if handled correctly. I like seeing a smile on Zoro's face because Zoro doesn't often smile a lot. I thought that was a heartwarming scene. Very cute. Kawaii desu. As far as plot-wise, I haven't hated anything in Wano, but I haven't liked anything in Wano either. It's just kind of there at this point in time, so I don't necessarily hate it. I just kind of, I don't know, it's just there. Let's see, what else recently? The art for One Piece is always pretty solid, to be honest. I usually do enjoy the art. Although, maybe that's a topic in and of itself. I feel like the more you read a series, and the more you become accustomed to its art, the less likely you are to notice whenever it's good. It's just kind of normal to you, it kind of gets normalized. But the art has been good. But there hasn't been really much to judge Wano on yet. So that's why I don't really feel one way or the other about it. It's kind of like not enough material. I did enjoy the latter part of Reverie. Reverie was pretty fire. Enjoyed it. If you wanted to add something to the channel to expand the audience you reach, what do you think you would do? Sanderson theories, sports discussions, mustache maintenance videos? I mean, the easy thing for me to do would be like a gaming channel. But if I wanted it to be serious, maybe Berserk videos. You got the punk rubbings with ease and showed his worth. That's not what I'm referring to, Danashi. When's the next dissecting the bad video coming? Oh, I just want to see people rage in the comment section. Oh, that's one of the best parts. Why do you hate Nami so much? Is that a meme? I love Nami. What do you think about fans who think Luffy can't be Pirate King at such a young age? I mean, it's a shonen and he uses hacks to get more powerful, so why not? I understand where the sentiment comes from, but in correlation to the specific age, I don't think it really matters. So now people are going to, if those people that have complaints, those exact same people should then by proxy be complaining about all of the Yonko becoming Yonko at an age. Shanks was already a Yonko 13 years ago, as the recent FIFA card proved. So Shanks was 26 and was already a Yonko. And the difference in age between Luffy at 19 and Shanks at 26 is somewhat negligible. So it's more erroneous than I would assume. I feel like the actual complaint for people saying Luffy's too young actually stems from a different feeling that they just won't say what it is. But I know what it is. Thoughts on the 90s Berserk anime? I have not watched it, so I don't have an opinion on it. I've heard it's the best one out of them. Bro, I loathe Tama. Why do you hate Tama, Bro? I can understand dislike, but why do you hate? Frank is my least favorite Straw Hat. Pete Township is a lot better. Agreed. Isn't it funny how Luffy got beat into a better body, but Sanji got jumped by his brothers and got a swollen face? You fucking memer, dude. Biggest Oda mistake, thinking he doesn't need to develop Straw Hats anymore and just focus on other characters. Yes, that is Oda's biggest mistake as a writer, easily. Berserk art is always amazing. It's not amazing in the beginning, but it gets to be amazing. Berserk art is my favorite art. Degenerative disc disease. This started when I was little, but no one ever checked or did an MRI until it was very bad. I also grew up on a dairy farm my whole life, so that made it break down faster. How are you taking it, Stribelli? What's your mindset right now? Because I know many people would probably break down into depression, which would be entirely normal coming from you. Are you feeling any signs of that? And if you are, I would suggest getting some help. I smoke weed. I've never smoked, ever. Why don't I make Berserk videos? Also, are you caught up? I am caught up on Berserk. And why don't I make videos? I suppose for this reason. A lot of the videos I would make on Berserk have already been made. Berserk's in a weird spot right now where Berserk theories are more relative to the past, not necessarily the future. There aren't many people that talk about the future of the series in depth because it's different than One Piece because of the entire writing style is different. And most of the analytical processes on Berserk have been done by tons of people because that's what it's fairly known for. I can't particularly think of, and I could probably find some videos to do surely, but nothing comes up to my mind right now where I'd be like, yeah, you know, this is something new that people haven't talked about. And me as a person, I've always been kind of like I've always hated meta. So I try not to do things everyone else is doing, typically. And I don't know what I would do for Berserk videos. Would I think One Piece would ultimately be more realistic if Luffy fails and doesn't become Pirate King and it changes his character? Realistic. I feel like that would make Luffy a better character, but in terms of it being realistic, I don't necessarily know how that applies to that suggestion, Nanashi. Will there be a Marineford Part 2? Likely, in my opinion. Let's see, Papa says, so I just finished the workshop and started into the Hell Train. Workshop was pretty good. I have some complaints and criticisms, but nothing major. I'm glad you liked it, Papa. The Hell Train, though, if you might not like the Hell Train, Papa, I kind of like slowed down from the Hell Train. The workshop was definitely my favorite part of Tog. Tom off a straw hat? No. I was going to start Berserk yesterday, but I didn't know the chronological order. Just go onto any Berserk website and just start from the bottom, essentially. Like, readberserk.com. Just start from the bottom. Thoughts on Furuta from Tokyo Ghoul as a villain? Brilliant conception, awful ending. Much like Tokyo Ghoul. In a nutshell. Brilliant, most of it, but everything ended prematurely. Thoughts on Futa? I can't get into it, man. Clay says, hear me out, and if you would be willing to do any of these ideas, and I want to hear some other people's as well. Rage your horror games, dramatic readings, dissecting books, movies I like. You know, it would be so weird, like, I wouldn't be able to do this and, like, maintain myself, but, like, it would be nice to narrate my feelings, reading chapter to chapter from, like, I'm brand new, like, I don't know what happens, but I'm reading Oathbringer right now. It would be nice to, like, give my chapter by chapter impressions on what I think is going on and what I like and dislike. I wouldn't mind doing that if there was an audience for it. Any plans on going to any anime expos? No, not really. Like, for me, I don't know. The only reason I would ever go to an anime expo is if a bunch of people that I knew were going there, because for me, I don't spend a lot of money on anime shit. And going there, I don't care about cosplayers. It's like, I'd rather stay away from them than be near them. And just being there, like, I would probably get bored. I would rather just hang out with people. Like, I'm kind of one of those people where I guess you could call me a loner to some degree, but I would need to be doing something I genuinely liked at an anime expo, and I don't know if that exists for me. I don't think I would really like the event. It would be kind of boring. What is my dream job that I would love to do? Dream job. Let's see, if I wanted a job that made me happy, it would be great if I was a really successful Twitch streamer. I would love to do that, be a successful Twitch streamer. Because then I could just play video games and let's like do this all the time, basically talk to you guys. Or you guys as like my audience, and just like have fun. Or get mad at my will. That would be basically be more what my lifestyle would be attuned to, but happy. I suppose a happy life for me that didn't include either somehow making it on YouTube and like making it easy for myself would be getting a job, like an office job, that is like every day's the same, it's whatever, I go in, I come home, and then when I come home I have time to do shit that I actually care about. But still make a relatively good living. Have you ever watched JoJo's? I have not. How do I feel about Roger's One Piece versus My Hero stream? I was talking to Brago about this last night, and Brago mentioned something that I think is probably what it was for, but I thought differently about it. If you wanted to go there just to have fun and just like enjoy cancer, then I think the stream was cool. But if you're someone like me and you have that type of stream, I didn't like it whatsoever, because one of the things about versus things is that every single person shows up completely unprepared and completely uneducated on what they're talking about. Like, for instance, whenever there was the top 30 waifu stream, or there's a top 30 anything stream, half the people come with lists, and some people don't. So they're just winging it, and it makes for a less interactive atmosphere. But like, one of the things is like, I came in with a fairly complex list for the waifu stream, and I gave all the reasons, like, down to the exact reason why I liked particular characters, and I expanded upon the flaws of why I like them. A lot of people would just degenerate to like, I just like them because. And it was only until I started to give reasonings that people started freestyling reasonings. I don't know. For a debate like My Hero versus One Piece, it needs definitive arguments that are being argued. Whenever I joined the stream, I debated on whether or not I was going to join it, and whenever I joined it, they were basically talking about nothing. Like, there was no argument being made. There was no long-term goal. It was just them saying, I like this. So I was like, not my cup of tea. What do I think of the fact that if Sanjay had received the fight on Hook Island, it would have proven Judge and his brothers right immediately? Is that the only thing I'm allowed to add? Like, if there was a fight, that's the only thing I'm allowed to add? Because even if you add a fight, there is a way I could spin that to be good. Let's see, Rain says, Tritz, can you recommend some fantasy books for me to read with long stories, hopefully novels? Anything written by Brandon Sanderson. I would suggest starting from the Mistborn series and then reading the Stormlight Archives if you have not. The Stormlight Archives, which is the Way of Kings, Words of Radiance, and Oathbringer, in that order, are probably some of the best books, actually the best books I've ever read in my life. They're that good, in my opinion. JB loves them as well. Those are amazing. Every Shannara book written by Terry Brooks I consider pretty good. Ori Salvatore is also really good at fantasy. Terry Brooks, Ori Salvatore, Brandon Sanderson are kind of like the gods of fantasy. And Robert Jordan's pretty good as well. Do a video on Guts getting gay married to Zod. It would happen, man. You should do the problems with Berserk since everybody on YouTube gives it mad head. Oh man, that'd be right on my alley, young. Shibboleth says, yeah, they're been there, and if not for my mom and dad, I would not be here. It's been hard. People that didn't understand with the place and pain I've been in just fussed and cussed and said, suck it up and work. You need to separate yourself from those kind of people, Shillbilly, and I think that you probably have. Try to surround yourself with caring people, whoever your closest friends are, because the best way to get through any hardship is with good company, or at least that's what I've found. It's kind of weird. Like, I haven't been through nearly as many hardships as you had, Shillbilly, but I feel like I can maybe give you a little bit of advice, and you've probably heard this over and over again, and people are just beating you down, just like, you know, blah blah blah. Maybe there comes to a point in time where it's like, from your perspective, it kind of feels like pity that people are giving you, and that's one of the worst things you can give someone. So I don't want to try and give you pity. I just kind of want to understand. I wonder what the problems of Berserk would even be. I could tell you some. I've named them before. Went the Berserk anime chronological order. Of course, I know how to read manga. No, you'd be surprised, Doctor. The manga, it isn't numbered from 1 to whatever. It starts off with like E. It starts off with like letters and stuff. Will Gin return? It's a popular idea, Aqua. I want to say yeah, because at the end of the series, everyone's gonna return. Bungie boy, you think Oda is in a hard predicament where he wants to kill characters? but doesn't because the small Japanese kids would cry. Early One Piece had a lot more death.
Who are unhappy with their chosen.
I don't know if that's the reason. I think Oda saying that the audience wouldn't like it is more of a justification, more like an excuse that he gives himself for not doing it. Oda himself doesn't want to do it, so he just justifies it in any way that he can. I don't think Oda is in any way possible in a hard predicament. That it's just him choosing. It's his choice. He doesn't want to do it. I should cosplay Nami. I don't know. Oh my gosh, please do it. I love Oathbringer and I would watch every single one. I would really like to see your opinion as you go through. Where am I right now? I am at the beginning of part 2. I'm like 350 pages in right now, Cody. Most just said I was making it up and I worked for family and was made to feel small. Even though I worked hard, they feel like crap. Family is hardest to work for. Family is the hardest to work for, man. Akash says, I discovered you on Cold Stream where you were fighting with him on Nami, not literally. It was verbally. It was about as much verbal fighting as you could possibly get. At least you stay with facts. I mean, I tried to, but the truth is that even I'm like, it's not even just like, I say some shit too that after saying it, I know that I'm fucking wrong. I just try to be. It's really hard to stay collected mentally and not try to like have your feelings overtake you. I would say, as opposed to a lot of people, I don't know, like, I can't, it's hard to describe myself, I think. But thanks for staying around, Akash. What do I think about reaction channels? I don't know. Reaction channels are weird. They basically steal content to make content. But people like it because they like seeing those 1 or 2 facial reactions, but they also just want to watch the video. I feel like reaction channels are fine as long as there's effort to put into them, because like one of the things that knocks against reaction channels is that there is no effort whatsoever. It's just you sitting there and doing this, and that's their video. All these ignorant fools should be wiped out. Close Trits, I know you have concerns for Luffy at the end, but when he realizes that true freedom really is, I don't think Oda will drop the ball. You know, that's what I've been thinking for as long as I can remember, Cliff. That was the belief that I held on to. But you know that video, I don't know if how many of my videos you've watched, but I did a video talking about Oda's most recent interview where he says some things that made me question whether or not this was going to occur. It really left me just confused. In which Oda basically says that he just doesn't want Luffy to grow up or ever change. And if that's the case, then that assumption that I made, Cliff, is completely just wrong. So it's hard to say what's going to happen. Have I ever read Mysterious Stranger by Mark Twain? If not, I think you would like it. I have not read it. I have not read a lot of Mark Twain, to be honest. We should do Berserk shitpost and critics. Yeah, I mean, there is actually a lot to critique about Berserk. For how good it is, it also has a lot of things to critique about it. It's just that the good of Berserk is tier 0. Why is everyone so hard criticizing Wano? I don't really know if it's criticizing Wano, or it's just that people are using Wano as an as a justification for criticizing the series, because almost all of it comes from like the leftover tide from Whole Cake Island, and a lot of it is just frustration at Reverie. But it's not as if I'm going to sit here and say that there's nothing people can criticize Wano for so far, because there are plenty of things to say about it, good and bad. It's just that I can't make a conclusion as of yet. But people are free to say what they like about it. Do I watch Uzumaki Kon? I watched Uzumaki Kon's every videos until he got to the point in the anime where I just didn't care anymore. Like, the only reason I continued watching Kon post time skip was that I wanted to see his reaction to Gear 4th, and then he got spoiled on Gear 4th and didn't record the good moments from Dressrosa. So I don't care anymore. There's nothing good in the series past Dressrosa that I care about someone reacting to. So I don't watch Kon anymore. Maybe if Kon watches another series, I'll watch it, but there's just nothing good to react to. And One Piece left, like, oh, the pre-time skip, that was the golden age. Like, that's like the golden age arc for live reactions. Those are much better. So I don't think there's really much to look forward to, for me personally. Maybe you think otherwise. People who say Longy is Zolo or whatever, or corny as hell. It is corny, but it's kind of fun to say. Cody, shouldn't you be asleep by now? Will Luffy be at Nami at the end of the series? Depends on what perspective you're looking at the series from. As far as I can tell, if there was to be any definitive romance in the series, which I think that's becoming more and more the case, then the only option for Luffy in the series is Nami. The alternative to that is Luffy potentially being in a relationship, but then dying at the end of the series. You should watch the claymation video for Mysterious Stranger to get a small idea of what the book is about. It's on YouTube, I think. It's about 5 minutes. Claymation. I might watch My Hero anime for the first time, and now I know why I dropped My Hero. Do I think One Piece is the best shonen, or are there others I can think of? What other shonen are there? I would say the closest thing I can, like, well, it depends. I mean, a lot of people like Hunter x Hunter, but the best shonen that I've read that is consistently great from beginning to end is like Full Metal Alchemist. Why did I move to Florida? To be with good friends. Would I say that Luffy is a pre-developed character just as he has already underwent his character development before his journey, hence why his goals and ideals are already known and established? I don't know if that's a thing. Luffy's ideals haven't changed ever in the series. I don't know. I suppose that's a way to look at it, King. I suppose that's a way to look at it, but even then, I mean, even I can see ridiculous flaws within Luffy's character. But that's not even, like, it's not even that bad. It's just, like, as a protagonist, I feel like even though I like Luffy's my favorite character in One Piece, he's an absolutely horrible main character. Where do I see the shards going once they have completed their dreams? Will they split apart? Well, I guess there's two questions to that. The real question to that is Luffy alive or not? If Luffy's alive by the end of the series, then the shards stay together and they just, you know, do their thing. If Luffy dies, then they separate. And then they do their own thing. How much longer on the stream do I reckon? It's hard to say. Whenever you guys stop asking me good questions, I think is when. And I start trolling. Good point, Cody. Good point. Yeah, Cody, if you read One Piece and you can be on these streams with me, man. What song is this? I don't know. I'm listening to like just a chill stream music. I'm not sure what it is. Do Hunter x Hunter reviews? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Hunter x Hunter. I don't think I'm not even caught up on Hunter x Hunter. I dropped it because I got to the beginning of the Crollo and Hisoka fight and I got bored, so I just dropped it. It's probably pretty bad. Yo, good luck on your interview, Marks. Any possibility for a One Piece Kai? What is a Kai? Is that like Dragon Ball Z Kai or something? What does that mean? What are my 3 biggest problems with the Kingdom manga? Well, I'll preface anything I say by clarifying that I'm not caught up on Kingdom. I'm on chapter 447. But my 3 biggest problems with Kingdom. The fights are bad. Which sounds like an erroneous detail to criticize, but it makes everything in the series less impressive as a result. I feel like the fights are almost always entirely poorly set up and then poorly resolved in Kingdom. Number 2. Man, this music is so chill. I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing about Kingdom, but this is more of like me just saying that I usually skip this. Things that I usually skip in Kingdom are erroneous paragraphs about like the formations of the army. I usually skip every paragraph that has that. Any real advice for starting a One Piece channel, bro? Well, it depends, Third Eye Pirates. What's your One Piece channel supposed to be? Like, what is it? Is it a theory channel, a discussion channel, a live reaction channel? I have to give you advice based on what kind of channel you're making. I should spearhead Tower of God as well. This coming from One Piece mega fan. So Drizzy, looking forward to the new Spider-Man game. I don't play games really. Like, I only play like 1 or 2 games, and I don't play console games. If Spider-Man was on the PC, I might get it if I ever had money, which I have negative of. But yeah, it looks amazing. I would totally get it. Have I seen Shin Godzilla? Godzilla? I don't know what that is. You've been reading Reborn? I've heard Reborn's alright. I read the first 6 chapters of Reborn. It wasn't bad, but like it didn't like pull me in, you know? And then I kind of set it down for later and I never came back to it. You have to leave? See you Third Eyes. I'll give you advice later then. What's my favorite movie? Lord of the Rings trilogy. Fellowship of the Ring would be my favorite out of that though. I do like Troy a lot. The movie Troy. See, Cody says, Dritz, one last question before bed. How is Enies Lobby supported over in Abyss? How does the weather never change? And how does it never experience night? Seems fantastic. More fantastic than the skies. I can't give you an actual answer for that, Cody. I mean, there are plenty of people who think, like, what the hell does this mean? I don't know. What government OP? Thoughts on Black Clover? Never read it, so I can't judge the book by its cover. Although, I don't know. I've seen like a few panels here and there. I'll get your donation in 1 second, Witch. I've seen a few panels and like, I don't know. It's it doesn't seem like something that like would really get me into the series. Which, with the $5, read Reborn, man. People ain't lying when they say the beginning is hard to get through, but so worth it. Oh, and here's some money, bro. Thanks, Switch. I love you. Maybe I'll read Reborn, man. It's like now that I'm reading the Stormlight Archive, reading manga. Whenever I have free time, I usually want to read that. Hobbit, Grey, and Lord of the Rings. I hated the Hobbit movies. The Hobbit movies were so bad for me. Batman trilogy, Christopher Nolan one, of course. Dark Knight is really good. What world do you think would be the worst to live in? Lord of the Rings world, the Attack on Titan world, or the Berserk world? I think the Berserk world would be the worst to live in because everyone dies. Even more so than Attack on Titan. There are so many people that just get sacrificed in fucking demonic rituals, they get killed and raped and pillaged by demons. If I was a woman 100%, I would say Berserk. Have I seen Anome Kaiji? It's a gambling anime and it goes very deep psychologically into human nature. It has a weird art style, but it's worth it. Anome Kaiji. Is that like a recent one? Oh my, let me look this shit up real quick or something. Anome Kaiji. Oh, this one. Yeah, I've heard about this. I have not read it or watched it though. I've heard that it's good, but yeah, the art style does throw me off. Young, you're a fucking awful memer. I should watch a JoJo's? Yeah, I probably should at some point in time. I only know JoJo for its memes, man. That's like bad. You gotta watch the Hobbit Maple Films edit, and improves the 3 movies so much. What is that, like the no One Piece filler equivalent?
How swell.
Let's see, what other movies do I like?
Hey, I'll admit it. You did good, Fox.
I like Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs is a really good movie.
Something's wrong with the G diffuser. So that's Star Wars. Sure you can handle it, Fox?
The fucking Star Fox 64.
Dude, he's right behind me.
I like Meet Joe Black. I like The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. That was a good movie. I like Deus Ex Machina. I like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Thoughts on the Skype episode special? I didn't watch it, Aqua, but from what I've heard, it was really bad. Would you like to see more team-up fights in One Piece? Absolutely, absolutely. I thought we were getting some of that whenever we saw Luffy Nami fight, but that was... If that's any indicator of what's to be ahead in the future, then I never want anyone to team up ever. But yeah, I would love that. It would be really good to see a Zoro and Sanji fight. Really good. I would love to see that. I fucking... And a Nami and Robin fight. Oh, that'd be great. Favorite system abilities from any series? The Stormlight Archive. Stormlight abilities. Surge Binding. Brandon Sanderson is an absolute fucking god at magic systems. So for sure him. Those are just absolutely amazing. Favorite fat men in hentai? No joke, I could actually probably name something that's not that bad. I would probably have to say some hentai where the fat guy isn't just NTRing some guy's girl and is actually like the love interest, so like something vanilla related. Interstellar, I have not seen Interstellar, but I've heard it's really good. Top 3 or 5 One Piece arcs? Top 3? Marineford, Water 7 / Enies Lobby, Arlong Park, probably. It's just a rotten... yeah, actually, kind of. Kind of. Itadaki Seiki is a good hentai, so... It's alright. I don't think it's amazing. Who here... Onichi... Onichi 2 then? Onichi 2 then? Man, I guess that might be it. What's the one hentai where it's like the old fat guy who's like a CEO at a company just like buys these two girls that are basically like whores and just like wins them over with his dick, and they're like not like they just fall in love with them. But it's got a gorgeous animation. Do I know what Danganronpa is? I've seen the hentai of it. Favorite Nami moment. Favorite. That's a really hard one. Holy shit. Nami's had so many moments. Oh god, that's so fucking hard. I don't even know if I can answer that. What's another good manga to read? Like Kingdom and Berserk? Like Berserk? Or... So, a manga that's similar to Kingdom and Berserk. Claymore. Claymore is similar to Berserk and Kingdom. What's up with the North America and the Nike boycott? You don't want to know, man. It's North America. What about Mezzo Noichituari? Oh my god, that one. Jesus Christ. That one's so fucking dumb, dude. Kuroinu is the best. It's definitely top 5, for sure. Kuroinu is definitely top 5. Although, the erogays are awful for Kuroinu. HCB, shut up, dude. I think there will ever be an arc as good as Marineford or Enies Lobby now that post-time skip sucks and doesn't seem to be getting better. I don't think there will be an arc. I don't know. I don't know if Oda can do an arc as good as Water 7 and Enies Lobby post-time skip. It's going to be really hard to top that, to be honest. Because objectively, I think that's the best arc, but my emotional attachment clings more to Marineford because of Ace. If Oda could make a full arc that is similar to Enies Lobby, but like at the end, like Shanks dies or something, and it's like just as impactful, and it combines the best of both arcs, the emotional connection between Luffy and some character to the nth degree, the writing is great, there are good fights, and then there's a definitive, like, there's a feeling of loss. Man, that would be a really fire arc. If Oda could make, like, that combination but have someone like Shanks die, that would be amazing. Don't feed sharks, I'll try it. I see the hentai something before actually watching / playing something. I mean, there's a lot, dude. When did I start reading One Piece and how did I know about it? I've always known about One Piece because my brother... Actually, I'm gonna get into a more relaxing position. Oh, yeah. So, I always knew about One Piece because my brother had a subscription to Shonen Jump, but I refused to read One Piece in the subscription of Shonen Jump because I hated the art. Typical excuse you would find someone to give when not reading One Piece. And my first experience with One Piece was actually with one of the Shonen Jumps. There came a demo of a One Piece fighting game, and on the cover was Zoro fighting Kuro. And And I was like, holy crap, guys with swords. And I come from history of watching Rurouni Kenshin and Inuyasha. I love swords. So I played that. It was alright. I was like, okay, cool. I still didn't read it because I was in a Naruto at the time. And I never really picked it up. I never found it out until I think it was 2 years after I got internet. So this is like right after I graduated high school. And I had watched all of Naruto, and I was binge watching a lot of anime because I never had the opportunity to because I didn't have the internet. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and give One Piece a chance. I know it has a shit ton of episodes, but I'm gonna give it a chance. Just because it was like I was like typing into like the search bar like really good anime to watch, and it was like One Piece is a really good anime to watch, and I was like, okay, well maybe I'll give it a chance. And so I gave it a chance, and it took me a while. Like I binge watched it until like Alabasta. Then after Alabasta, I set it down for a little bit, and then I came back to it after a few months, and I watched Skypiea. And then when I got to Enies Lobby, that was a wrap. And then I became obsessed whenever Ace died. I remember my specific reaction to whenever Ace was dying. Should Sabo die? Should he die? I don't know. I don't think Oda's gonna do that. If Sabo was supposed to die, then Sabo should have never been allowed to live. In my opinion. He should have just remained dead, and Luffy, like, the loss of Luffy losing all of his brothers would have been a lot more impactful to the series. Like, if Sabo didn't get essentially retconned into being Ace 2.0, like, it would have made a much bigger impact to Luffy, I feel like. But to lose Ace, go through all of that, and then to just have, like, I was alive anyway. It's like, oh, great, cool. But now that Oda has basically reborn Ace into Sabo, I don't think he's going to die. I would find it hard to believe. Can you please stop talking about Akagami and Shanks? He's gonna die, boy. My thoughts on why Garp joined the Marines? Oh god, who knows? It could be any reason. It could just be like a consequence of the times. It's so hard. You can insert any headcanon. I don't even know if there is a reason. Like a definitive reason that would be explained in the series, or it's just like something that are always just going to be like there. Will One Piece still be your number 2? Yes. Berserk will be my number 1 until something somehow passes Berserk, and then One Piece will be my number 2. At the end of Hogegan, we got the best fight in the series. It's fine if you believe that, but it's not even in my top 5. Do I think Berserk will ever get a faithful adaptation? No. No, I think it's actually impossible at this point in time. Did you hear that this Soridemo Sumo wo Ashiteru is getting a second season with another wife? Really? I mean, it had 3 episodes. It's getting another one? Can you reenact your reaction to Ace? Okay, I can explain to you exactly what was happening. So, it was 3 a.m. in the morning. Like, I binge watched all the Marines for it in like 2 days, basically. It was 1 in the morning. I did not, like, I was like totally captivated. I wasn't even thinking, I was just emotionally reacting. And the Ace speech, like, this is gonna be a really bad thing to admit, but I've admitted it before, so it's whatever. I got more emotionally teared up and choked and cried more when Ace died than whenever my grandpa and grandma died in real life. Probably because I was like stealing myself, and I was trying not to cry then, but like whenever Ace died, I had my glasses and stuff, and I was crying so much that like I had to take off my glasses because my entire glasses were just covered in tears. And you know, have you ever cried so hard that like it feels like your throat's constricting, and it's like it's so tight and so chock full of emotion that you can't do anything, and you're like, and it's like you're barely making sound, but like tears are just rolling down your face, and you're just like your shoulders are heaving up and down like like that. That was me whenever Ace died. I was done, boy. Let me tell you that. Who has the highest chance of dying in the crew? Technically Luffy, I would probably say. But I think Luffy's going to live. But it would be Luffy, Usopp, and like Sanji. Luffy will save Sabo for being killed by Akainu. It depends on what you think. I mean, I don't think Luffy's going to fight Akainu as like his endgame opponent. So I would probably reverse that situation, if anything. Like, not that Luffy will be saved, but like Luffy's about to fight Akainu, but Sabo shows up and it's like, you move on, Luffy, I'll take care of this pussy. How will Kaya play a role in the series again? She's just going to be the girl that Usopp can go home to, essentially. Does Garp care about Sabo? Yeah, probably. So I cried harder than Uzumaki Khan? Yep, for sure. Yep. I've live reacted to Ace dying 3 times while I've been streaming. Some of you have been there. 3 times, and like 3 times I broke down crying. Like I grabbed my rag and I covered my face to hide my tears. I have never failed to not cry when watching that episode and when reading it, like in fan fiction. I cry every time. Like I can't do it. What do I think about the Wheel of Time series? Well, to be truthful, I haven't really read it. I just know that it's good. Ace, yo! The music, yo! Yeah, Con. Have I read anything by Steven Erickson? Is that the Aragon guy? If so, no. Or is it the Palawelli guy? Let me look this guy up. Steven Erickson. Guardians of the Moon, Memories of Ice. I have not read anything by him. Naruto Shippuden. Chances of Akainu vs. Dragon happening? I would love that. That would be cool. I'm not opposed to that. Explain why Ace's death hits you so hard. Oh. It's like... I've said before, despite how much I complain about everything, because that's my thing, but my favorite character in the series is by far Luffy. And so, I've said this before when I've explained how writing works, but I insert myself into the persona of the characters that I care about. So Luffy's the main character, so I feel a connection to Luffy because of values that I admire in him and that I share. So I felt really emotionally invested into Luffy, and things that affect Luffy automatically affect me whenever he becomes emotional. And just like the entire premise of I think was really well executed. I managed to stay unspoiled because I didn't read anything online. I didn't even know what Earl Jackson was at the time. I was just watching something because I liked it and I was a casual. But, you know, I thought Luffy for sure was going to save him despite anything my brain was going to tell me. You know, the investment put into the, like 44 episodes trying to save Ace, and to have all of that technically be for nothing and have it come back to bite you in the end is so emotionally compelling and draining that, like, it just put me on edge. And it was brilliantly composed. The music was absolutely amazing. The dialogue was intense. Luffy crying like that, just that whenever Luffy, his mind broke, and whenever Luffy, you know, he tells Ace, like, you promised me you wouldn't die. It's kind of weird because whenever you have a brother, like, because, like, I also have an older brother that I love a lot, and, like, it's kind of weird because I inserted myself into that spot, and I kind of, like, superimposed the image of my own brother onto Ace as an emotional way to connect to Luffy. And I imagined myself losing my brother as Luffy lost his brother. And at the time, I think my brother was in the Navy as well. So, like, I was, like, completely emotionally drained. Man, I just broke down. I couldn't do it, man. What the fuck is this noise? It's like me moaning. You personally believe Usopp will have the second most badass death after Whitebeard? Maybe. Papa asks, things you're excited for in the future? I'm looking forward to finding One Piece, Luffy becoming strong enough to kill a Yonko, and Luffy catching an incurable disease that Chopper has to cure. That's my number one thing I'm looking forward to. Literally the number one thing, Papa. Luffy getting a disease is my number one priority of things that I want to see in the future. I have to see it because you guys know I'm a bitch. The biggest bitch in all the lands when it comes to angst. And I would die of happiness to see that. Just like Luffy gets an incurable disease and Chopper can't heal it right away because it wouldn't make sense for Chopper to be able to fix it right away. And it tears down the morale of the crew. You know, everyone's like, you know, it's like mortality, right? It's the image of mortality becoming true, and I can't wait for that. Zoro versus Mihawk is one of the things I'm looking forward to in the series the most because I love Mihawk and I want to see what the fuck happens with this character. Shanks' death. Oh, I cannot fucking wait for Shanks' death. God damn. Nami's secondary arc. The Ancient Kingdom's name. Obviously, One Piece, all the things you named. Luffy's power, whatever, fucking, I don't care. Luffy meeting Dragon. Luffy meeting Garp again. Oof, that needs to happen. Would you watch the hentai animation of Metamorphosis? Did I cry for Mary? I teared up for Mary. Yeah, I teared up for Mary. I didn't cry though. Like I teared up. Mariko with the $5. Thank you. One, when Dragon saved Luffy and he was hold on to that rod was the sea prism, and so if that was what make him weak, is he a double fruit user? Well, if I remember correctly, only the tip of Smoker's jute actually has sea stone in it. Dragon didn't grab the tip; he grabbed it, like the other part of it. What's it called? Like he grabbed the dick of it. He held onto the dick, so it wouldn't have made him weak. The music, yo. Did you watch the best One Piece character from Best Guy Ever? I have not. Just Oni-chan. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, another thing that got me is Ace's final words, man. Like, oh, as Khan would say, no, don't say that, yo. Oh, thank you for loving me. Oh, and then smack dead, hole in the chest. The way Luffy's voice actress says Ace, Ace. And then, oh, the crying. Oh, fucking amazing. I love it. It's so good. God damn, why are you hating on Shanks? What? How am I hating on Shanks? I just know he's gonna die, dude. I'm not hating on Shanks. Imagine seeing Zoro crying for his captain. Oh, the Zoro tears. I want to see Zoro cry again. Oh, that would be so fucking sick. Rayleigh fucking broke down whenever Roger died. I would love to see a similar breakdown for Zoro. Oh my god, little Zoro-kun. Oh, crying for Luffy. That'd be so great. Forgot about Nami's death. If Nami dies, then that would hit me. How do I want Shanks to die? From Blackbeard? Zehaha. Yeah, I would prefer it to be from Blackbeard. Oh man, I can't wait. Because like, that would be the perfect emphasis for just like why Luffy wants to fucking kick Blackbeard's ass, dude. Oh, take away everything that he held dear. Responsible for Ace dying, responsible in whatever way it happens for Shanks dying. That match is fucking set in stone and it's fucking personal. It would be like O's equivalent of like Guts and Griffith, except not nearly as good, but it'd still be great. Do I think any of Brandon Sanderson's shit will get a TV show? No. No. It's not nearly sexually graphic enough to get a TV show. Do I read One Punch Man? I do. What makes me sad is that Ace's mother went through so much to have Ace have a nice life and not die for no reason, but Ace died anyway, and how he was glad. Oh yeah, that was great, Brandon. Great. Yo, what's up, Looney? Jits gets off on emotional distress. I mean, you're not wrong, dude. Shanks will die. Wow, just accept it. It's okay if he dies. It makes him a better character. What about Garp dying? I just don't see it happening. I could see Dragon dying, but I couldn't see Garp dying. How about if Shanks died from the same Sea King that took his arm? That would be such a fucking meme, dude. Guts and Griffith ain't never happening. It's bound to happen, Papa. Like, it's literally it's being forced to happen. I don't read Berserk, but no. But no. Where do I rank One Punch Man among my favorite series? I don't know. I really do enjoy One Punch Man, but like, it's not like a brilliantly written series. It's just like entertaining. It's kind of like a casual series. Do One Punch Man streams when it starts? Yo, what's up, Christian? How's your life? Oh, slow. Just trying to get a job right now, my dude. Hottest neck critic. I don't know about that. That would be disrespectful. Just couldn't. It wouldn't be disrespectful. You know for a fact Shanks is dying. You can't fucking stay alive. It's impossible. Yes, there are, Ace. Yes, there are. Shanks will die and they'll say something about how he only died because he had one arm. Oh, you already know it's gonna come. If you want Punch Man, it would be less casual. It gets good later on. Oh, I already know what happens. Like, I read One's work. I already know what happens in the Garo arc. I know the ending. Where Snickers the cat should be in Cody's room. Cody should be asleep right about now. It's 1 a.m. here, so. Unlike me, he actually has a good sleep schedule. I was actually playing with Snickers before I streamed. I was throwing her the ball and throwing her balls to chase. Shanks with 2 arms greater than Goku. Oh yeah. Dritz, who is that on your thumbnail? Me. Dritz. No, the person is Dritz Dorn. He is a famous fantasy character written by R.A. Salvatore. You would most commonly find him in the Legend of Dritz series. Do you have any theories on how Guts will beat Griffith? Oh god. One idea I have is that he uses Skull Knight's Behelit sword, but I feel it would be wrong for him not to do it with the Dragon Slayer. I don't fucking know. It's some plot bullshit. Like, I don't know. He's gonna have to obtain something higher than what he has here. Skull Knight's not even a match for Griffith. He's gotta obtain something greater than that. Wait, so are the Scrabbles of One Punch Man? Oh, the shit drawings? Yeah, that's the original artist. One. Let's see here. Shadow. All right. When is my manga coming out? Oh my god. Fucking never. Didn't Oda say having only one arm doesn't affect Shanks' power? Mihawk is an asshole for looking down on him. I think that's kind of like an inside thing between them, but like, as many people know and as many people do not know, Shanks losing his arm was not Oda's idea. Oda was forced into taking Shanks' arm by his editors. He never wanted to do it. Yo, what's up, Brian? Dude, doesn't Cadbury kind of remind you of Nami? Or vice versa? I would say I know Nami more than I know Cadbury. But yeah, they're similar to each other. Christian says, wish you good luck on the job, mate. Hope you get a good one. Thanks, dude. Also, just wondering, have I watched Hunter x Hunter? I've only read Hunter x Hunter. I've never watched it. It's your boy, B. Ryan. Am I going to be in that Naruto Tournament Power Stream? I think so, yeah. You should try listening to Sorry I Like You by Burbank. Got a sweet tune to it. Oh, alright. What's the soundtrack? This is a Shadow of the Colossus. Which one's this? This is Shadow of the Colossus Prologue OST. Shadow of the Colossus is a video game that originally came on the PS2, and it's one of the greatest. Like, whenever the Shadow of the Colossus came out, people started talking about video games as a form of art because of it. That's how beautiful it was whenever it came out. Its soundtrack is tier 1. I'm playing its soundtrack right now. It's got a really good soundtrack. Except for the Mary, did Oda cry for anything else? The only thing that I know Oda cried for, the only thing that I know he cried for, is Vivi screaming on top of the tower in Alabasta. That was the thing that made Oda choke up so much he got out of his office. That was it, as far as I know. When's the chapter dropping? It comes out early next week, I think. It's a break week this week, Brian. Yo, what if the Rock's captain came to Wano after Shot's fight with Kaido? I mean, that'd be crazy. What's the worst anime you've ever watched throughout? I somehow managed to get through Blue Exorcist. That shit was trash. The worst? The worst anime I've ever fucking watched. Tokyo Ghoul became the worst anime I ever watched after I read the manga after finishing it. I first watched the anime and I was like, this is not so bad. And then I read the manga and I was like, this is awful. This is absolutely awful. Aside from that, what's other really bad anime that I've watched? I gotta get some of the list of bad anime. List of bad anime. The top 15 worst anime of all time that are objectively bad. Let's see if anything on here fits this. Of course, number one's Boku no Pico. God damn it. Oh, another bad anime was Rosario Vampire, because the manga is actually really good, but the show's shit. Yo, this soundtrack gets sampled a lot. Yo, Sean, let's keep the top tiers out of the tournament. It's tedious in my opinion. It basically what makes you wait until the semifinals. I think the way Brago tends to do it, no mod are allowed, and I think it has to be before. I think it's like Pain, Naruto, and before, I think, or something, maybe even before that, because the finals would just be like Madara, Sasuke, and Naruto. I don't know how Brago's gonna structure it. Yeah, just what is new One Piece about? Wait, what? What are you talking about? What I want to happen on Hunter x Hunter before Togashi kicks the bucket? I mean, I don't want to say this, but I don't really care. Like, I'm not like really emotionally attached to Hunter x Hunter, and I don't really know a lot about it. Like, I can't really remember any of the characters' names. It's been a long time, and I wasn't obsessed with it. So I'm not like a big fan in that sense. So for me, it's kind of just like whatever everyone else wants. I'm not sure. I'm not really educated on the topic. Blood Plus is the worst anime. Well, another anime that I liked whenever it first came out, but it's actually trash, is Trinity Blood. I like Trinity Blood, but it's also trash.
Absolutely reprehensible.
Did I hear Period is adapting the rest of Tokyo Ghoul series? That's absolutely awful. Have I read Feng Shiji? Actually, that sounds familiar. Feng Shi. Is it Feng Shenji? Oh yeah, Feng Shenji. A couple images popping up. I've heard of this before, but I've never. Okay, yeah, I didn't know. This is. I was thinking of something else. This looks sick though. Rosario Vampire actually had a good manga. Like, no joke, the Doctor. It had a good manga. Like, its manga was dark and serious at the end. I actually enjoyed it. What I think about Watch Mojo? Trash. They don't know anything. Start watching Braga because Ujutsu's cool. Yeah, Braga is actually like he's amazing, dude. Like no lie, Braga's the boy. That boy. Don't forget Hashirama. The disrespect right now. Listen, you can't force me to like Hunter x Hunter, dude. I'm sorry. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm not really a big fan of Togashi as a writer, unfortunately. Yeah, I remember whenever the first Spider-Man game, I played the first 2 Spider-Man games that came out for the GameCube, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was fucking insanely awesome. My friend Cody, my roommate, has a PS4. Maybe whenever I get fucking money, I'll get Spider-Man because that looks like a good game to watch, a good game to play. Oh, this one's really good. This OST. Oh yeah. So beautiful. What I think of Shigaraki as a character and his development so far? I think he's solid. A solid character as far as his development. Oh, what the fuck has his development been? Not being as reliant on One For All. Spiteful Revenge. I mean, that hasn't really been a development, but just Spiteful Revenge is usually just as dominates his character. What's been his actual development? Like what's changed within him? Oh, okay, Victor. Can I tell JB to lower the background volume in his videos? I've recently realized it's the reason I don't enjoy his videos as of late. It's so distracting and uncomfortable. Leave comments, man. Leave comments. What do I do for a living at the moment? Well, I just moved down to Florida, Leandro, so right now I'm trying to find a living. So that's where I am at this point in time. I graduated college this year. I'm trying to find a job, essentially. What do I think about The Old Man and the Sea? What, the story? Spider-Man 1 was better. I think I like Spider-Man 2 better because you could run around a lot more. The web slinging and jumping, leaping was a lot of fun. Shigaraki is less impulsive and less likely to do what instantly gratifies his urges. Is that? I guess that's okay, I suppose. Pretty decent. Doesn't mean read my comment because they don't get likes. If you have you tried commenting it before the doctor? You should watch Joy Boy's Boku no Hero videos to explain Shigaraki's development. Shake my head. Don't shake your head at me. I'm not even a big My Hero fan, man. I'm not pretending to be some intellectual My Hero. I know nothing about the series. Boom, 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 boom. My question exactly, maybe a little independent. As Orpheus said, his development is tenfold in the manga. I don't really remember much in the manga, man, to be honest. Kurabara died. The first season, 2 seasons of Yu Yu Hakusho are pretty decent, right? I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho was really shitty after Toguro died. My advice, Doctor, is wait for JB to put up a new video, and right after it's uploaded, comment that, because the chances are the more people that watch it, the more people that are going to see it. So if you get there early, people read the comment sections and they'll upvote your shit. Stream's been good, Burger. Do I play board games, and if so, what are my favorites? My favorite board games. The one that I found that I enjoy the most is Dominion. Dominion's really fun. I like Monopoly. The idea of Risk is always cool, but it never fucking finishes. Trivial Pursuit's fun. We just got that. What are my favorite villains in anime, so not manga? Fucking... I liked Pain. I'm not going to include One Piece because, I mean, those are obvious. I like Pain. I liked Aoshi. Rurouni Kenshin. I liked Naraku from Inuyasha as a villain. He was alright. He was handled kind of weird, but I like the emphasis behind his character. What other shit have I watched? I gotta fuck around, Mom. Let me go. I can call Aoshi a villain because of what he was whenever he was first introduced. Whenever Aoshi, the first villain, was good. Pegasus. Do I recommend to read or watch Kenshin? Both, but I grew up watching it, so I have a bias towards it. Naraku, the guy who constantly gets his ass kicked when he shows up but looks badass. Well, you're not wrong, dude. This has occurred to me, but why don't you ever invite the likes of JB, Brago, Cole, Roger, and host a stream? I don't know. I've had JB and Brago on the stream a few times. I don't know if Roger would join. I think he'd probably join if I invited him. But like, I guess the main reason for that is like I don't really have topics for a stream. Like I just come on here and just like fucking talk to you guys, right? Maybe if I thought of a topic. Yeah, if I thought of a topic, I would do that. But I usually don't have predetermined topics. I think Oda will ever let Luffy off someone. I hope so, dude. My fam has 3 expansions for Dominion. Have you played with Seaside, Dark Ages, or Prosperity? I have not. I've only played with the default set, and I don't even own it. My friend bought it whenever he came home from Boston for the weekend, and he showed me the game, and he showed me how to play it, and I loved it. It was a great game. What's up, Eric? Almighty push these folks to a negative, yo. Actually said, Dritz, how was the discussion with Brock and the others about character discussion? Watched it and can't believe how level-headed you were. That's because I was purposely trying to keep my head cool. I didn't want to go off. I would more or less propose something, and then I was like mini hosting that discussion for the most part. I didn't want to go too deep. But like I'm trying this new thing. I'm trying. It doesn't always happen. I'm trying to basically shut my fucking mouth when I talk to people. I am trying to listen more than I talk. And I fucking suck dick at it. Because all I want to do when I get in the streams is fucking talk. So I need to fucking humble myself and just shut the fuck up for once. So I'm trying to propose situations that get other people to talk more so that like I can open my closed fucking mind and learn. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not working so much, but that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to be ridiculously level-headed in conversations from now on. That's how I'm trying to do it, because what I want, and it's really hard because I'm so fucking ignorant and I get so triggered so fast. Like I'm so emotionally just like boom, I can get triggered so easily. But the only way I can get something value out of a conversation is if I keep my cool and try to have an actual topic to discuss something on and listening to them so I know what to say. If I can't come out of a conversation without learning something, then I'm doing something really bad. Boom, boom, boom. Pain was bitched out, yeah, but Pain was really cool. When Joy Boy and Dritz back. Whenever Joy Boy has free time, me and him are just reading the Stormlight Archive. Me and JB have been DMing each other nonstop. And when read/watch hentai, I read hentai all the time. Like, as I said, you would not believe how many I have favorited on nhentai.net, man. Francis, just you're my favorite One Piece guy because you're like the rated R version theorist. Roger is like rated G, Joy Boy PG-13. I don't know if I'm the rated... I would be rated R version in the fact that like I'm like a ridiculously aggressive person. And like I'm just so confrontational. Like you like something, I'm like, what you like sucks. And I'm good for liking something more than you. Or less than you. I should do that, Nora. You're right. What are my daily hobbies? Masturbating. Reading now. Sleep. There you go. Nah, just talk, man. No one cares about Lando and Froob sucking off Zola. Dude. Why you gotta do him like that? Yo, Froob does suck off Zoro a lot, man. You know who actually sucks off Zoro? Dude, Lando has been sucking on the Marimo. Like, he's just giving Marimo. Just sucking Zoro's Marimo, man. Way of King stream. Yo, something me. Oh my god. Yo, Young. Me and JB should just have some Brandon Sanderson streams. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Oh, that would be great. If me and JB fanboying over Sanderson. Oh. What are my thoughts on Adventure Time ending? Never watched it. Checking my Twitter, you saw my Zosan post. Oh yeah, dude. I gotta show you guys this because you might not have seen it. I have to show you though. Let me see. Where is it? Fucking okay. Image address. Boom. All right, I have to. Let's see. All right. Do I love villains slash antagonists that are actually more right in their goals than the main character? Because the Part 7 JoJo villain is exactly that. I do like them, Senato, but it's not like a mandatory thing for me to like them. You were good on the show, or less tricker than I expected. What did you expect me to be, Eric? At least your criticisms are valid sometimes, unlike some people. I suppose sometimes I have really bad criticisms. Oh yeah. How did me and Joy Boy meet? I had always been commenting on Joy Boy's things, but I made theories on Oro Jackson and he saw me. That's how me and Joy Boy met, essentially. You saw enough on Twitter. Oh, this is really good though. It's so accurate. This is what Zoro's power-up's gonna be like. Close that, but half this is probably fucking porn up here, to be honest. What the fuck is that? Glory be Zosan. Oh, I gotta find another one for you guys. Oh yeah, gotta Zoro X Sanji. Oh, what? Whoa! Here's a spicy one for you guys. Oh hell yeah, dude! Look at that. Oh yeah, why not share them? I expected the judge conversation, but the whole time. At least I exceeded your expectations, Eric. It takes a high IQ to understand Ty. I understand him. You have a high IQ then. I think I understand Ty, and I told Ty off stream exactly what I think about him. You should compile all the sad tracks in One Piece and play them whenever Tai talks and shit. Yo, that's what I should do, dude. Oh my god, that's a good idea. Good thing I didn't have this on. There's this one pic of just Zoro blowing Sanji. Oh, that's amazing. Jesus Christ. This shit's hilarious. What the is this? What is this? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Well, Christian gets triggered as well, so I imagine a war the whole time. Well, at least he didn't resort to that. Just on Broker stream, something came up. We talked months ago on your stream. In fact, I was the one. Everything from Zodawano as one big story. One guy in stream said the same. Cutting One Piece some slack. Want to make a video explaining how you go about criticism and reviewing? I could do that. That's a good idea. Ty, the dude Dritz got in an argument with, I get in arguments with him all the time. We can see through your glasses. You cannot. Who's worse, Ty or Double Four? I don't really know much about Double Four, but I've heard he's a shitty person, so I'm assuming Double Four. Show some sexy Robin pics, please. I could show some Robin Futa. That's really popular. You should read us a Zosan fanfic. Okay, I'll read you some of the titles of Zoro. Let me see. Okay, so let's see. Genre, romance, rated M, sort, favorites, language, English, characters, Zoro, Sanji. How many of these are there? Okay, there is 1,000 N-rated Zoro and Sanji fanfics. Let me see. Property of Sanji. Always use protection. That sounds like a good one. Oh, look at these tags. Zosan, Yaoi, language, male, pregnant. That sounds like a barn burner if I've ever heard one. How many chapters are there? 35 chapters? What? 35 chapters? Oh my god. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. What's the fucking review to this? No one is really safe from the abnormalities of the Grand Line. Oh, goddamn. Jesus. Blacksmith. Zoro's a blacksmith. Sanji is Sanji. Originally a one-shot, now it's starting to mutate into additional chapters. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Pure from affection. Zoro is hit with a pollen that regresses him back to a more primal state. Now, as the crew gets used to their Zoro dog, Sanji gets used to having the swordsman follow him around everywhere. Rated M for brief sexuality. 1 week. Zoro loses a bet that forces him to be Sanji's slave for 1 week. Surely this won't be the most horrible week of his life, right? That's up to Sanji to decide, unless, of course, Zoro fights back. Fucking up. The nature of things. When the Sunny docks, Sanji and Zoro sometimes seek out relief in some not-so-savory places. The same places and the same women? Ooh, eventual Zoro Sanji. Of seminars and men. Two men, each tired of their empty love life. Chance encounters will have them entering a world neither could have ever imagined. Zosan Yaoi. Oh my god, the itch. Zoro's inability to scratch an itch ends him in a deeper relationship than he ever wanted or anticipated. Not his usual thing. So, he had a thing for mermaids, a fetish if you will. But that didn't mean that Sanji had a thing for Zoro at all. It's just an unfortunate overlap of a fetish. Uh-huh. Grab me. Sanji confronts Zoro when the swordsman drinks all of his cooking sherry. But the argument quickly changes to a game of seduction as Zoro makes his desires known. To go with the flow. To get rid of his girlfriend, Sanji had to take desperate measures and grabs the first Marimo he sees. Sounds good. Sounds good. I like it. Laundry day is a good day. It's laundry day. Zoro loves laundry day. Why? Because he catches a glimpse of something that makes him happy. Things get interesting when Sanji finds out that he's something. Oh my god, these are hilarious. The Little Merman. Sanji is the prince in all blue, but he would rather live above the surface. One day he saves a human prince from drowning, and it's love at first sight for the Little Merman. Fucking hell. Tiny footsteps. Sanji has gotten a child to take care of for 2 months. A certain green-haired Marimo gives him unexpected help. This leaves both Sanji and Zoro in twists with their own feelings. A little story about love. Oh my god. When the old lady living next door to Sanji moves to a retirement home, he hopes that his new neighbor will be a lovely young woman. When he goes over to welcome the new resident to the building, he meets the most gorgeous man he has ever seen. Oh my god. A strange lust potion has found its way into Sanji's hands, capable of making anyone who sniffs it become madly in love with them. Will he use it for good, evil, or will a certain moss-headed swordsman find it by accident? Ooh. Oh my god. What the hell? Zoro and Sanji find themselves exploring a more liberal approach with a certain fire-using older brother. So is this a three-way between Zoro, Sanji, and Ace? Holy shit. Holy shit. Awkward experience. While in the sunny storage room, Nami happens to overhear some rather awkwardly intimate activities. Zoro, Sanji, Yaoi complete. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. What the fuck? Alright, I gotta find up. What's the other most common Yaoi ship? Zoro and Luffy? How many of this is 350 M-rated Zoro and Luffy ones? Okay. Wow, there's those some. What could possibly. How many? There's 193 M-rated romance fics between Luffy and Ace. Jesus Christ. Listen to this. This is a Luffy and Ace fanfic. It's called Battle of Lust. He always wanted this. Now, nobody can stop a horny Ace, even if it's its own brother. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Fucking hell. These are absolutely amazing. Any with Shanks? Let me check. Shanks. There's only 22 with Shanks. You what the fuck? I know, it's hilarious. It's not incest, they are not real brothers though. Heart. Let's see, what are some other ones? Is there any Lucci in Luffy? There's 10 Lucci in Luffy. Sweet dreams. Lucci dreams of sharing his bed with a certain Straw Hat captain. Okay. Goddamn. Let's see. Oh wait. Is Katakuri an option? Fuck, Katakuri is not an option. Are you serious? How is this not a thing already? Are you kidding me? Bullshit. What about Noland and Luffy? Is that a thing? No. Okay. What about Rayleigh? Okay, there's none with Rayleigh. There's none with Rayleigh? Are you serious? What about Zeph? How is there one with... What is this? It has to be something else. Luffy wagers his body in a card game to the unscrupulous billionaire Crocodile and loses. Oh, okay, I gotta check how many Crocodile ones there are then. That was a lot of C's. Crocodile. There's 11 Crocodile fanfics. Oh god, this sounds dark. When Luffy loses the crocodile in the Tomb of the Kings, the only way to save her friends, so Luffy is a girl in this fanfic, the only way to save her friends is by vowing herself to him for a year. The world is torn by shockwaves as Luffy learns what it means to submit to this Shichibukai, and the consequences of her actions spiral into the future. Fem Luffy, Crocodile X Luffy. Caught in the act. While Smoker is looking for Tashiki, he catches two people he never thought he would see together. It doesn't help that he can't stop looking at them. Crocodile / Luffy, Smoker / Ace. Yaoi. Don't like, don't read. Jesus Christ. Oh, here's Katakuri. No, there's none? You gotta be fucking kidding me. What about Kid? There's 24 with Kid. The fuck is this? Berry, citrus, and Dettol. Being peculiar, Luffy adores the smell of citrus on Kid and hates the Dettol odor on Law. But both his brothers hate nothing about him. Luffy, Kid, Law, incest, and alternate universe. You've been warned. Oh my god. So I guess in this fanfic, they're all brothers and they just fuck each other wild. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. I'm logging off and destroy my web browser. Try it. That's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Oh god. God damn it. Show us normal Dojin. Oh, okay. I'll just, okay. Let's just go with favorites. English and see what pops up. I want it to be any rating. All ratings, okay. What is the most favorite one? Let's see. Second Wind. Alright, this is the most favorited fanfic on the website. I think I hate these ones. Yeah, it's called Second Wind. Luffy and Zoro awaken in two different parts of East Blue, both with the same thing on their mind: protect the crew. There would be no failures this time around. Captain's orders. As bits and pieces of the unknown past that the two comrades share are gradually revealed, the rest of the crew can only speculate. For all their absolute resolve, they're hiding something. Time travel, alternate universe. Yeah, I hate these types of fanfics. These are ridiculously popular on here. It's basically, the concept is Luffy gets to the end of the story and he fails and dies and then gets sent back to the beginning of the story and he's super powerful and he knows everything, and then they go through the story again except he knows everything. I hate those ones. Luffy's renewed adventure. I wonder what this one's about. When an old man with the open fruit offers Luffy the chance to redo his adventure, same thing. What are the good ones? I've read most of the good ones. Oh, I think this was a good one. Moby Dick is anything but peaceful on a regular day. The crew is just well used to their special brand of crazy, however, so when an unexpected guest arrives, it throws everyone into disorder. Really, where the hell is this cheeky brat's crew? Someone needs to tell Ace that his ship brothers are not babysitters. Yeah, so this is an alternate universe in which Luffy ends up with the Whitebeard crew instead of the Straw Hat one. Sometimes these ones are okay. Most of the time, they're meh. Let's see. Supernova. Oh, this is an M-rated one. Oh, this is the same thing. Luffy's adventures took on a different start. It wasn't the Gomu Gomu fruit that Shanks and his crew brought to that sleepy town, and the consequences will reverberate throughout the Grand Line. With the power of the sun in his hands, the Mugiwara crew will take on the world. Different Devil Fruit Luffy, expanded crew, harem, no yaoi. This is the one where basically it's like Luffy restarts his journey, but he's OP. I read part of this one. This one is also the same thing. 9 minutes. During the final fight with Crocodile, Luffy makes a mistake and ends up dead. His heart stops beating for over 9 minutes before he is finally resuscitated. Who knew what a difference those 9 minutes would make? Luffy harem. So basically the concept of this one is Luffy loses his Devil Fruit by dying fighting Crocodile, and then he just fucks a bunch of girls. This is the best one on the site. This is actually, like, I cried reading this one. This was pretty good. It's, the person is somewhat biased, but overall it's a good one. Warm memories and brotherly bonds. In the middle of some strange ruins, Luffy disappeared, and as the rest of the crew try to find him, they end up traveling through his memories and are trapped in the past, with no idea how to get out or how to help their captain. But not all things are meant to be seen. How will they take to seeing what Luffy has been hiding from them? So this is kind of like an angsty thing where the Straw Hat relives the journey, but through Luffy's perspective, and they see all the things that they don't know he did for him. And so, yeah, basically it leads up to all the things, all of the Nakama come to learn the things he did for them during his journey, how much he cares, and then the whole Ace thing. And then it's like kind of like an angst thing. It's pretty good. Oh, here's another alternate universe one. After Shanks saved his life, Luffy swore that he would become a Marine Admiral in order to protect everything dear to him. Makes sense. After training in the Marines, Luffy sets out to prove that he is the greatest Marine since his grandfather. No Devil Fruit Luffy in the beginning, slightly out of character. This is another similar concept, Mist of Memories. Guilt, regret. If left alone, these feelings will consume even the strongest of souls. That is the reality the Straw Hats face as they go into their captain's memories to save their precious crewmate. To free their captain from his guilt, they must first understand the depth of his pain and loss. This one starts out alright, but it's pretty out of character at some points. Let's see, what are some other good ones? I should write Whole Cake Island. Maybe I could, if I cared enough. Let's see. What are some good ones? Most of the ones that I read are shippy ones, so. Well, I think I remember. I remember reading a good one. What's it called? Like the concept of this one is, it's an alternate universe. Ace, as a kid, gets captured by the celestial dragons, and he gets thrown into their prison up in Marijoa, and he gets thrown into a prison with like a 6-year-old Luffy, whose mom died in the captivity of the celestial dragons and was born into imprisonment. And Luffy is like the shining light for Ace to not become depressed as a slave. And Ace becomes really attached to Luffy, and they try to escape the celestial dragons. It's unfortunately it's not finished, but it's kind of dark. What site am I using? Fanfiction.net. Oh, this one's an alternate universe. Yeah, there are plenty of, like, here's another one that is commonly used. It's an alternate universe, but it's like slice of life school. Almost all of them are Luffy Nami ships, but it's like alternate reality. Luffy's the new kid at school and has to get along with everybody. And then he meets the crew. Nerd. Nerd! I thought I put English in this motherfucker. Think you read a Naruto alternate universe that was okay? I've read a couple okay alternate universe ones, but I mean, most of the fanfics that I read are shippy fanfics and angst. Oh, let me look up the angst ones. I've probably found a few angst ones. Angst. Language. English. Where do I find these? Fanfiction.net. Let's see, where's the good ones? Take my money, boy. $10.69. Thanks, Jivo. I appreciate it, man. King meme.
Wow,
Golden legendary. Let's see. I think there was one alternate one that I thought was okay, where it was like instead of Ace dying at Marineford, Luffy died, and Ace has to go and tell and talk to his crew about like how he failed or something. I thought that one was okay. The first couple chapters are okay. I don't know how it finished. Forget. No, that's not manga. No. It's just written. Yeah, there are some quality ones in here. Although most of them are pretty bad. And a lot of them are like broken English. You have to find the gems in here, to be honest. Isn't all fiction fan fiction technically? Devil's like, shut the fuck up. Bitch. Gotta get here a little bit of this.
Feelings are faces, like under the surface. Don't know what you're repeating of me. Put under pressure or walking in your shoes. Every step is a taking another mistake to yours.
what's the hentai website you read these? And hentai.net is where I read all of my hentai, but that was what I was reading to you before, Leandro, was from fanfiction. Am I tired? I won't be tired for another few hours. Yes, Tongo is top tier. I just think it's funny.
Yeah. I ain't wanna do this shit, but here we are. So I guess you could say this is a gift to my subscribers. Anybody that thought I wasn't gonna respond. Fuck it. Yeah. I guess I talk too much.
Yo, what's up, Lucas?
Motherfucker, shut the fuck up. I ain't saying enough. I think it's crazy that you left me here with no other option. This me for the third time. Nigga, now it's a problem. I didn't wanna do this, but you left me with no choice. Now I gotta make you feel the wrath of my voice. Since you say this off of fun, I guess I'll kill you off of points. I want all of the smoke them away like my joints. Shoot the signal, I've been waiting for the chance to abort. Reminiscent to the Hunger Games, I'm killing for sport. This be that nigga bent, say, unsheathing the sword. These niggas strapped up, but they ain't ready for war. I only shot one bullet. Why you
Matt V, that's right.
Ain't think I was gonna bust back. Nigga, I don't ever miss. Headshots only could give a fuck about your vest. Now your dreams.
Which time travel one? Okay.
By a thread, disrespectful with rebuttals. Could give a fuck if it's subtle. The bullshit he been saying ain't disrupting my huddle. Dustin can barely rap on beat, and y'all tryna tell me I'm in trouble. Don't let the comment section trap you in this YouTube bubble. Boost your head up, pump your ego, but you know you ain't fucking with this. And you questioning why you ain't heard none of my shit up in the mix. Same reason why Master J can't stop riding on your dick. Need some time to myself to try to perfect all of this shit. I've been working all on my craft, regurgitating all of my rough drafts. Diss me back then, best believe I'm gon' pass. Cause you know that we not even in the same class. Nigga, in the rush to oversaturate the market, thinking that's the answer for what
I is still fucking streaming Duel Links. Are you kidding me?
Release, you got a couple of terms to meet. And I hope that you aware you still ain't ever fucking with me, nigga.
Ty's streaming like 40 hours a week, just fucking Duel Links, dude.
That's just how I feel right now. None of these niggas
Jesus
that
Christ.
say that they rapping YouTube can fuck with me. Not Master J, not Ty, damn sure not Dustin, and not for Neverworld. Go and run and tell them niggas I said that shit, nigga. Yeah.
Feelings be dying, this relationship is stressful to make it work. I am trying. She's saying I like other girls with all her lies. Big fruit. She's saying this, and she's saying that, and I know she's seeing that my pocket's fat. She don't want you with a boyfriend like that. She's a hater, and you don't need no friends like that. She say, why you always listen to what she say? Why you never listen to what we say? Why you always listen to what she say? All day, every day. She say, why you always listen to what she say? Why you never listen to what he say?
Told you the song sounds better on 1.5 speed.
I can't believe you're gonna listen to what she say. She lies so much that you should start to rot out in DK. Even if you're proud of me to make you mad, you'll find a way. Telling you all this nonsense, she must think it's eat. She be lying, you be crying, inside my feelings be dying. This relationship is stressful to make it work, I'm trying. She's saying I like other girls with all her lies. I only like you with your pretty eyes. She say, why you always listen to what she say? Why you never listen to what we say? Why you always listen to what she say? All day, every day. She say, why you always listen to what she say? Why you never listen to what he say? Why you always listen to what she say? All day, every day. What you don't like about me is in my wardrobe or my attire. What she tells you is not true, so why do you stand beside her? Don't you get it? If she's lying and she's a liar. I hate her, I can't stand to stand beside her. Nothing personal.
What the fuck was that verse?
I hate her. If she's lying, so why do you stand beside her? Don't you get it? If she's lying and she's a liar. I hate her, I can't stand to stand.
Wait, what?
Lying and she's a liar. She's lying and she's a liar. she's lying, and she's a liar. She's lying, if she's lying, and she's a liar. I hate her, I can't stand to stand beside her. If she's lying, and she's a liar. If she's lying, and she's a liar. I hate her, I can't. If she's lying, and she's a liar. I hate her, I can't stand to stand beside her. Nothing personal, it's just that she's a liar. Saying I like other girls, my girl is who I admire. With her fire dye hair, the color of sapphire. Our relationship is good, and she is making it dire. It's getting hard to fix, and I am not good with pliers. It's hard to turn the steering wheels with mud on your tires. She's making up fake stories and giving out the flyers. We have a strong body with mud on your tires. She's making up wheels with mud on your tires. Wheels with mud on your wheels with mud on your tires. Wheels with mud on your tires. She's making wheels with mud on your tires. She's making up fake stories, then giving out the flyers. We have a strong bond. She's trying to cut the wires. She say, hey. Why you always listen to what she say? Hey. Why you never listen to what we say? Hey. Why you always listen to what she say? Hey. All day, every day. She say, why you always listen to what she say? Why you never listen to what he say? Why you always listen to what she say? All day, every day. She's on the block, she's on the zone. She's in her house, she's in her home. She's on her own, she's on the phone, and she's all alone.
Dude, that was almost double speed.
She's on the phone, and she's all alone. All day, every day. On the block, she's on the zone. She's in her house, she's in her home. She's on her own, she's on the phone, and she's all alone. All day, every day.
This is normal. This is normal speed.
She's on her own, she's on the phone, and she's all alone. All day, every day. She's on her own, she's on the phone, and she's all alone. All day, she's on the zone. She's in her house, she's in her home. She's on her own, she's on the phone, and she's all alone. She's on the zone. She's in her house, she's in her home. She's on her own, she's on the phone, and she's all alone.
Yeah, I gotta make this my notification on my phone.
She's on the zone. She's in her house, she's in her home. She's on her own, she's on the phone, and she's all alone.
Hey.
All day, every day. Every day. All day, every day.
Oh. Yeah, let's listen to that alone thing. Let's go 0.5 speed and go to a
on the block, she's on the zone. She's in her house, she's in her home. She's on her own, she's on the phone, and she's all alone. All day, every day. She's on the block, she's on the zone. She's in her house, she's in her home. She's on her own, she's on the phone, and she's all alone.
tranquilize an elephant with that.
All day, every day. She's on the phone, all alone.
What happens if I go even
All day, she's all all day, every day.
Alright, what happens whenever I play where's Ace of Spades? What happens if I listen to Ace of Spades in double speed? Alright. 1.5.
Perhaps
Feel like deja vu, turning up with turn up. Your block is the zoo, Red Hook is the jungle. Your girl's wild too. Whoa, guys working on me while performing on stage. We get handcuffs, how to tie to a cage. Can't cut, I need the ace of spades. Mix dirty Sprite with lemonade. Y'all throw mad shade. She want a bad boy now. It's best for spades. Sipping.
I feel like this is somehow worse.
Take a shot, that's all a game to me. Sipping champagne, winners don't complain. I weather the storm, I'm making it rain. No face, no case, why you got the mask off like Kane? No sweet love, I need a baker. I'm taking foes down like the Undertaker. You win some, you lose some. It's all a game to me. Faded or mace in a place where girls shake they booze in your face. Your face. Haters ice grilling me like a video mace.
Yeah, let's try 1.25.
Flex, shining on them. Rolex, getting flyer on them. Private jet, dabbing on them. Sipping. Faded off the faded. Take a shot to the ace of spades. Sipping. Faded off that faded. Take a shot to that, take a shot, that's all a game to me. One more shot, turn up.
Like that lightning effect.
Turn me, two more shots, turn up. That's all a game, baby. Four more shots, turn up. It's all a game to me. 8 more shots, turn up. It's all a game to me. Faded. That faded. Take a shot to that, take a shot to that, take a shot, that's all a game to me. Sipping champagne, winners don't complain. I weathered the storm, I'm making it rain. No face, no case, while you got the mask off like Kane. No sweet love, I need a baker. I'm taking fools down like the Undertaker. You win some, you lose some. It's all a game to me. Faded or
What happens if I, let me see. Joy Boy. No, Joy Boy.
Her savior. That's next level fucked up. I got One Piece fan. Did world government destroy the Three Eyes tribe? I mean, it seems pretty likely to me, right? If you're worried about people reading the poneglyphs and you have a race that can just naturally do that, it seems like that they would pose a threat
to your rules. Top 5 epithets, dude. As though I remember epithets like that. Bartolomeo the Cannibal. Surgeon of Death, Trafalgar Law. Those are all pretty good. I don't know. I don't want to spend time thinking about it. What do you think Stussy's devil fruit is? I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into her, but there doesn't seem to be any clues. So unless I just want to make some shit up, like she got the unicorn fruit, like hashtag confirmed. Will Luffy meet his father in Wano or Rathel? I'm not a Mad Monk. Mad Monk is good as well, Sean. I'm not certain if the Strath are going to go to the Reverie, or meet Dragon in Wano. I mean, I don't think that Dragon's
I gotta find some good shots to take pictures of.
going to go to Wano. I think Dragon's going to be at the Reverie. I think that's pretty much what everyone thinks, but
Oh, that's a good one. That face right there.
you know, it seems the most likely, right? We've gotten this set up for like 400
chapters. The dragon was planning on bringing together all the revolutionaries for some huge event. And this, you know, and so in like 820 or something like that, or maybe it was 8 as well. VVV brought back into the story.
To say, but I'm.
Oh no, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, I'm talking to be, you know, people, but, you know what I'm saying.
I need a video where it's just like Dustin talking. Okay.
They have been saying
Oh,
that
Jesus
the
Christ.
villains are becoming organized after all. Nice and simple. I like it.
Oh, I have a Dustin one. I'll say that for someone else then. I'll do Cole next.
We're supposed to be heroes, and yet our opponents were villains. So which is it? What are we? Is it either? I think it's fine.
What am I gonna do with these faces? I'm gonna respond to people's comments on Twitter with these faces and in the DMs.
In each team's camp, we've installed a wicked, cute, irredeemable.
Why the fuck does Dustin put his webcam so it doesn't show his full head? Is this before he moved? No. It's 6 days ago. Okay. Oh, there's his head.
Who's good? People, Dustin reacts here. Here to do a his commentary. Then you got Kirishima with his break.
Oh, I know what I can get. There's gotta be some good ones. Okay, hold on. What's up? Fucking. Oh, definitely gotta be this one.
2 years.
That's a good one.
I've been saying that started to all the people that said that I was wrong.
I gotta get the before and after for that too. That's also like a funny face. Whoops. Excellent.
Yeah, I've had this plan for months. Had this plan for months. I hoped I never had to go here, but here we are. The fuck. Fucking soy sauce is not coming out. Is it? To make more theories and to make.
Look at his eye there. Holy shit. Alright. King of Lightning. Is this a stream? Yeah. Or was he full screen? Never. Got it. Is this one full screen?
Did I ever tell you what the definition of
Nope.
insanity is?
Is this one full screen? No camera at all. Got it. What, this one? Is this one full screen? No. Is that the end?
Be sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do.
Eden 01? Okay.
Page, what should we do?
Alright, excellent.
So she has the blue cat happy. She herself in the color picture, I think is wearing blue.
That's not good enough.
Fire call. And she comes from a place called
Oops.
Blue Garden. Color themes, anybody? All right. Do you know where that is, Michael? Beats me. The power. 10 years ago, the Demon King. What the Demon King? Okay. All right. 10 years ago, the Demon King brought a human child to this island. A Demon King.
What is he going on about?
He's again. Give me a second. I've been waiting for you, human. Who are you? What is all this? Untie me this instant. Hey, what's with all the noise? Shiki, she yells. Rebecca, he yells in shock. What's going on? Next page. It's the world. But I'm a like it's nothing. Mita, John, Annie, I'm not a tool.
He's
Michael,
reading.
I can't believe it. Shiki gets knocked on the back of his head. Why, everyone? Aren't we friends? Humans and machines. Mechanical Star Wars ship. Oh, totally awesome, man. I can't believe it. It's
There had been something right there.
Yes, come from again. The planet Blue Garden. Huh? What? Do you know the concept of space? Of course. Even I know that. That's the place, right? The place where a lot of stars are floating around, and we're in space. How do you have just like cherry blossoms, like like this? How does that work? You know, that light is gonna pass by close.
Mega clicking.
So I'm assuming this is the comment. Oh, right. Here in space, those are called.
God damn it.
Drag. Mechanical Star Wars ship like dragons with like phasers. Oh, totally awesome, man! I can't believe it. It's dragon. That's so radical. All right, radical. So this is space, and then the dragon just
gotta
flies.
get that radical
Oh,
song.
yay, it's so awesome, right? Dragons. And he's like, whoa, totally awesome, man. I can't believe it. It's dragon. That's so radical.
No, you did that so fast. God damn it. 25. Oh, okay. That. I'll take that.
Oh, totally awesome, man. I can't believe it. It's dragon. That's so radical.
Oh, God, he didn't fucking hold it.
So this is space, and then the dragon just flies off. Like on some hull by himself, too.
This is the way to do it. I'll just pause it and just go to different parts of the video. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna keep it though. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, no, I think I have to get the... Oh, that's a good one.
Bird.
Fuck, I gotta get the...
Sword? I'm seeing bunnies, but they're not bunnies. They're like weird bunny.
Excellent.
Bird things. Whatever. I know.
Alright, now I gotta go back to Brago and get some more Brago. Look at Brago. CPD law. Whatever, I'll find something on PD law.
Back like we never left.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Yes, yes. Come to me. It's too similar to that one.
Power a lot.
Oh, that one's like devil face. God damn it, Bragas was too easy. Oh, that is a good one. Sounds like that. Jesus Christ. Braga loves making that face. Holy God. Jesus Christ. Dude, Braga has too many faces. Fucking hell. Oh, God. Jeez, he's a god. Oh my God.
So
Come on, go away. I want to get this.
Kill
No.
on him right now, but I can see being exercised next chapter. But for I mean, Zora's my guy. Zora's my guy. Number 6 for me, man. Number 6. Damn, I forgot the bounties.
No! Get the fuck out of the way.
So
One. God damn it. Jesus Christ, Braga's got some real fucking... Jesus Christ, man. I think Braga might be too easy.
Hoo hee aha, hoo hee aha. And I thought my jokes were bad. How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da! It's gone. Oh, and by the way, the suit, it wasn't cheap. You ought to know you bought it. Let's wind the clocks back here. These cops and lawyers wouldn't dare cross any of you. I mean, what happened? Should balls drop off? Hmm? You see a guy.
He fucked up at the end.
Guy. Hmm? You see a guy.
Sawyer did this? Oh, it's a part 2. Fuck yeah.
Me. Look, listen, I know why you
2008.
choose to have your little group therapy sessions in broad daylight. I know why you're afraid to go out at night. The Batman. See, Batman has shown Gotham your true colors, unfortunately. Dant, he's just the beginning. And as for the television's so-called plan, yeah, Batman has no jurisdiction. He'll find him and make him squeal. See, I know the squealers when I see them, and what do you propose? It's simple, really. We kill the Batman. If it's so simple, why haven't you done it? If you're good at something, never do it for free. How much you want? Half. You're crazy. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. If we...
Oh, God. Who the fuck is this?
I hope, do you know, the names of the U.S. presidents who then became the presidents and got a view from the White House lieu of Pennsylvania Avenue. George Washington was the first you see. He once cut down a cherry tree. President number 2 would be John Adams, and then number 3 Thomas Jefferson stayed up to write the Declaration late at night. So he and his wife had a big fight, and he made him sleep in the couch all night. James Madison never had a son when he fought the War of 1812. James Monroe's colossal nose was bigger than Pinocchio's. John Quincy Adams was number 6, and Andrew Jackson, but he kicked so Jackson learned to play politics. Next time he's the one that the country picks. Mark Van Buren, number 8, with a 1 for shot of Chief of State. William Harrison, how do you praise? That guy was dead in 30 days. John Tyler, he liked country folk, and after him came President Polk. The great Taylor liked to smoke his breath, killed friends whenever he spoke. 1850, really nifty, Millet, Fillmore's in. Young and fierce was Franklin Pierce, the man without a chin. Follows next a period spanning 4 long years with James Buchanan. Then the South starts shooting cannon, and we've got a civil war. A war down south of Dixie. Up the back comes old Abe Lincoln. There's a guy who's really thinking. Kept the United States from shrinking. Saved the ship of state from sinking. Andrew Johnson's next. He had some slight defects. Congress each would impeach until the country now elects. Ulysses in some grand tube would scream and rave and brag while drinking whiskey, all the risky, cause he spilled it on his pants. It's 1877 and the Democrats would gloat, but they're all amazed when Rutherford Hayes wins by just 1 vote. James Garfield someone really hated, cause he was assassinated. Chester Arthur gets instated, 4 years later he was traded. For Grover Cleveland, really fat, elected twice as Democrat. Then Benjamin Harrison, after that it's William McKinley after that. Teddy Roosevelt charged up San Juan Hill, and President Taft got the bill.
Jesus Christ.
Not so crazy having to do with your Twilight book. You only burn in the first half of the book. Vampires. All they...
How much did he impersonate the Joker? Holy fuck.
Oh yeah!
What the fuck?
Spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
Where is this?
It's really... Okay, spoiler. They killed Hinata. I mean, what the... I mean, honestly, They killed her. She's about to fight pain, right? And she's like, "I love you." Like, if she really is dead, and a lot of people are, but
you about to cry?
That's what I'm speculating. Because I mean, that was me. Just, I think she fulfilled her purpose. She was kind of used like a plot device.
What? Oh yeah, that aspect ratio.
Question for you guys, but before I ask it, I just want to make a very brief point because it concerns something that really annoys me. These are conversation killers. You wanna know how they're conversation killers?
Look at that phone.
Exhibit A. I'm sorry, what? Exhibit B. I'm sorry, what? That just annoys the crap out of me. Now for my question. What do you look for in a guy or a girl? You know, if you're a guy, tell me what do you look for in a girl, and if you're a girl, tell me what do you look for in a guy.
Triggered! He's not taking into account. Get BMC in here! Get BMC in here! What is he doing?
What the fuck is this?
Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, so One Piece came out first this week. First come, first serve, unfortunately. The cover of this chapter was pretty cool. I really liked it. It was a very nice touch to see all three brothers running away from a gorilla. Although Sabo's face was covered by his hat, so that kind of sucked. Like, we really didn't get to see his face. It's nice just because we get to see all three brothers together. I mean, even though Ace is gone, and apparently Sabo is gone as well, that bond is still there, and I thought it was an Hello guys, how's it going? Happy New Year. Alright, so this video is going to be about Naruto couples. And the reason why this video is about that is because some YouTubers have posted videos discussing the pairings once again. And I've actually avoided doing these types of videos for a lot of reasons. For one, most of the discussions that come out of these types of videos, they lead nowhere, really. I mean, it's just a back and forth of this is this, and no, I think this is that, and blah 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 about Naruto. A point that Naruto fans apparently like making over and over again, and that is the shonen archetype.
Man, Sawyer was really involved into the shipping wars in Naruto. Right. The fuck is this?
Hello, Nakama. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you already know about the tragedy that has occurred in Japan. I've been thinking a lot about...
Oh. That's what that's about? Who the fuck is that? Oh my god. Wow, so long ago. Yeah, he was getting pretty good views even 6 years ago. Hmm. See. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I don't want to listen to that. I feel like Roger has older videos than this. I think he privated a bunch. Where's the cat? It's 3 a.m., dude. That cat is sleepy. Alright, I think that's going to be the end of the stream as well because it's 3 a.m. And I just realized that. I've been memeing too hard. So I'm going to bid you guys a good night and I'm going to go read. So, thank you for the memes. I appreciate them. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.